Well, Machito's relationship with Mario Bowser started when they were like 12, 13 years old. They grew up in the same neighborhood. They both shared great love for the music. And then Graciela, obviously, listening to them and being inspired to sing in front of a band, became a member of an all-female band in Cuba, which still exists to this day, called the Yanacaona, which is a really dynamite band. They still are performing worldwide. Daddy came to New York in 1937, and obviously my Uncle Mario Bauza, my namesake, had already been in New York about a good 5 years. And when he got here, he was a clarinetist, saxophonist, but there was no demand for clarinets or saxophone. What there was a great demand for trumpet players. So he went to a pawn shop. He bought like a $25 trumpet. He bought the Arbin trumpet book method and clarinet method in conjunction. And he locked himself in a room, 24 hours a day. And all of a sudden he became a trumpet player. And he got his first job recording in New York City. There was really at the time no true Latin scene, so to speak. But what was in full swing were Black American swing orchestra. So then he went to work with Noble Sissle, Don Redman, Chick Webb, Cap Calloway, Jimmy Lunsford, these incredible orchestras where he got his training. But his biggest training came with Chick Webb Orchestra, by far one of the greatest drummers we've ever had for big band. And he took Mario under his wing, and he showed him the phrasing and interpretation of how he wanted his trumpet section, and in turn the orchestra's sound. And lo and behold, Mario became musical director of the band. And he, in conjunction with Chick, discovered this young female singer who had done the talent show at the Apollo Theater. The people loved it, they loved it, and they recruited her to join the band. And her name was Ella Fitzgerald. Pretty nice discovery. And she stayed with the band for several years until Chick passed away. She took control of the band for like a year or two, whatever. But just like myself, there's nothing worse in life than being a band leader. And the bigger the band, the bigger the headache. Trust me, I got 15 headaches that I have to deal with on a regular basis, because you'll find it's all different personalities, different approach as to how to go about doing business. One of my father's favorite sayings was, like if a musician came late, or if he sent a sub that wasn't really qualified, or any of that type of situation, he would say to them, you know what? I don't hope that you get run over by a tractor trailer. I don't hope that a building fall on top of you. You know what I wish on you? That someday you have your own band. Because then you'll know the knot in your stomach when you're waiting for that bass player, or that lead trumpet player, or that conga player. But by the same token, when it works, and I've been blessed that maybe 99% of the time it works, There's nothing greater than a big band. I've recently, as Ozzie knows, they called me, my agency called me, and told me, hey, Mary, man, you know what? This big band thing, come on, you gotta be kidding me. 15 payroll, 15 hotel room, 15 food money, airline ticket. They gave me a budget of $100,000, and I spent $40,000 on airfare. They told me, let's do this. Make a sextet. We could put them all in a cab and get them to the gig. And I thought about it, and I said, well, you know what? Yeah, let's do that. I went into the studio, and we started at 12 in the afternoon, and at 10 o'clock at night, I walked out of the studio with a complete CD, mixed, mastered, ready to go. And then we go out on the road. But I found that the whole tour, I kept turning around, waiting for the rest of the band to show up. I didn't have the security blanket that an orchestra provides. It's nice when you can just turn around and point to people. But when you turn around, there's nobody to point to. Well, now it's on you. You know what I mean? And I can only play so much. You know what I mean? So then, that's that part of it. But Mario Bowser's idea was to take a big band jazz format, but as opposed to having one drummer, as in a traditional orchestra, why not have three? A timbale player, a conga player, a bongo player, to create that multi-rhythm and Afro-Cuban essence that would then, in effect, be a marriage made in heaven, as opposed to convenience. And it worked. And this year is our 85th year of business. That's a heck of a long time.